Hello YouTube, this is Ty the Movie Guy 22, and this is already chapter 6 of Forest of the Forsaken, and I am super excited. So, we last left off with Tyler and Quinn snuggling up together, and Tyler sleeping next to her, thinking about what will happen next. And now, let us begin with Forest of the Forsaken, chapter 6, entitled Secrets Secrets of the Past. So Quinn and I had woken up, and me and her woken up, and Dylan walked into the room. Well. So, wait, did you two? No. And good morning, by the way, jerk. Hey, come on now. Leah's like, Quinn, how's your sleep? She yawned. Good. Oh, you're still here. I'm like, yeah. We both fell asleep. He's like, so Quinn, what did you two do? Oh gosh, Dylan, really? Well, you're with my brother. Yes, but that doesn't mean I slept with him. Technically, I did sleep with him next to him, but we didn't do anything. Are you sure? She said she's sure. Alright. So, what did you and Leah do last night afterwards? Oh, nothing. Leah looked sheepishly. Quinn looked at her and said, you better not have done anything. She's like, I didn't. She's like, alrighty, I believe you. We had woken up, and suddenly Gregory had appeared at the camp. Gregory, hello. I believe you. I believe you. I know you're not here for anything bad. You're finally beginning to trust me. I am, yes. Dylan will take some convincing. A lot of convincing. I understand that, and I'll try to make things simpler for you. Remember what we talked about yesterday? Remember what we talked about last night? About the kinetic desolation, ingenuity. Yes. What did the company want? It's hard to explain. It's a long story. I'm like, and I told him, well, where do you think we're going? Sit down and I shall tell you more. Alright. The society that we're a part of was created by Morris Anderson. We know that. And by your mother. My mother? Our mother? Just Tyler's mother. What do you mean just Tyler's mother? You both have the same father but a different mother. And your father may or may not be dead. May or may not be. Yes. Your mother was Dr. Sabrina Lane. Was that not Lane? Your mother was Dr. Sabrina. Hold on. Your mother was Dr. Your mother was Dr. Sylvia Michaels. Was she smart? What a brilliant scientist she was. A billion inventor too. Did she have enhanced abilities like we did? Yes and no. What do you mean yes and no? Well, yes, but she chose never to use them unless exactly needed to. What else can you tell me? Dr. Sylvia Michaels had been out for out for dinner with Colonel Morris Anderson, and they were discussing the project. She noticed something peculiar about you and Dylan. What about me and Dylan? She thought it peculiar that you, Dylan, and Quinn all have the same genetic coding. What do you mean genetic coding? You all have a serial. Hold on, let me find a good name. You all have the Silveron cell in your body. Silveron cell? What on earth is that? Dylan rebutted. Well, it's how you're able to control your enhanced abilities, such as enhanced speed, enhanced strength, enhanced endurance, everything you need to survive. What about the black scorpion venom? Wait, did you say black scorpion venom? Yes, I saw Lawrence wield it. That was just a prototype. Morris gave him the wrong dosage just to make sure, just to test your strength. I have an extra vial that I'll give you later. I would never take the black scorpion venom. I know, but your brainy girlfriend over there could probably fix it. She's all like, I'm his brainy friend, not girlfriend. I thought you two were together. Not yet. What do you mean? What do you mean she can copy it? Not exactly copy it, more like change its structure without the negative effects. She can reverse engineer it. Funny thing about Quinn, she's also a biochemist. She had a chemistry lab and everything. What type of forest are we in? It's a forest that plays with your mind. Have you ever had dreams you can understand? Or visions of the past you couldn't make out? Dylan laughed because Greg said make out. This is no time for jokes, Dylan. This is something you have to remember. Okay, jeez. Big bossy. Big bossy is not a word. Now's not the time. Now's not the time, Gwen. She smiled. Dylan and I had prepared to see. We had prepared to listen more. And Dr. Sylvia Michaels was the head of the Avalanche Serum Project and the head of the corporation. Was she the president now? Do you think she might be the president now? Doubtful. I think it's Commander not Harold. I think it's Commander Schroeder. Jackson Schroeder? You remember? Remember parts of him. He was a douche. He still is, unfortunately. And he leads the greatest warrior army. He leads a very dangerous new army that'll make you two look like obsolete robotic parts. What do you mean a new army? What else aren't you telling us? Greg sighed, and he said, "You're part of a group, the Chaos Energy Department, Kinetic Chaos Energy, that could revolutionize how we look at soldiers." Dr. Michaels hadn't lost faith in you boys, but she never ever wanted you involved. She never wanted me involved, or she never wanted me. That's not true. She just never wanted you involved in this. You were such a peaceful person growing up. I remember when you turned 6, we went to a party. Your mother pulled out all the stops for you. Now that I think about it, I can remember that. Dylan was still in cryostasis. He was still sort of asleep. This is all such interesting information about me that I didn't know already. Is there something that can boost my memory and make me understand more and where this headquarters is at? Yes, but to get the required components is tricky. Let me guess, Morris has them. No, not quite. So what then? We got to... I have 2 of the components now. The Ethereum, not Ethereum. The axle rod. That's the name of a robot. I'm sorry, guys. The axle blades and the Chaos Crunch. Chaos Crunch? That sounds like a breakfast for supervillains. I smirked, and so did Dylan. Smirked at his own joke. He goes, "That's essentially what it might be." Sorry, guys. So tell us more about this army that he's amassing. Very well. This army is known as Killers of the Dawn. No, I'm sorry, guys. That's the name of a book. I got copyrighted for that. Let me retry that. The name of this evil organization is the Fallen 77. These 77 soldiers and counting, led by Schroeder, are wanting to take over, and secretly Morris has the key to waking them up. Here's where you probably won't believe me. And what's that? The cure to unlock your memories isn't an antidote. It's an antidote. Where can we find this antidote? It's in yours and Dylan's blood. What was our blood? Yes. But the thing is, one of you has to be dead for it to work. What are you saying? Eventually, only one of you can know the truth. So, even if you do manage to kill Han and Anderson, one of you will still have to die in order to unlock the truth. I can tell Dylan was shocked, and I can tell Gregory may have been holding back more information, which was fair. We still didn't trust each other completely. I know that face. What face? That one right now where you look confused. You don't automatically trust me, and I understand that. But trust me when I say I'm on your side. You're starting to rub off on me, damn it. What do you mean? Trying to learn how to be good so I could fulfill my purpose. And you can too. There's a reason why this forest is called the Forsaken. Because of lost souls like us who still have something to do but can't because of underlying circumstances. You catch on quickly. I'm so proud of you. You are? Yes. You have a keen eye for details, and I can tell that you're ready to find out the truth. But believe me when I say, sorry guys, you probably won't like what you find out. Is my mother alive? That remains to be seen. Once all this is over, the war and everything, I'll reveal the whereabouts of the location of this citadel. The citadel of sins. Yes. And of darkness. There's a lot to unpack. I know. So let's get ready for it. So let's get ready to stand together. What do you want to do? After the story, Quinn and I, Leah and Dylan went off on their own again. And Quinn and I helped out in the village as we usually did. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's really telling the truth, Quinn. Well, you have to trust him at some point. I know. We all do. And how can you be sure that he won't betray us? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure that you'll always find a way to make things better. You know, we've only just met a while ago, a short time ago, but I can tell. You're the best part of me already. She beamed and blushed and said, you're the best part of me. But until we figure things out and until this is over, I know we should just stay the way we are. And I'm okay with that. As we both know. I know. I step closer to her. My lips inches from hers. And hey! I guess next time. Was it maybe next time? She grinned. Kiss your girlfriend on your own time. She's not my girlfriend, and you just ruined our perfect kissing moment. You'll get another one. Mr. Gregory wants to see us. Gregory, what's up? The final component is in one of the citadels. One of the citadels that we raided last night. That we escaped from last night. Yes. Citadel Devil's Brain. The Devil's Brain? Sounds like it's pretty haunted. Not haunted necessarily. Just a lot of enemies there. I've seen the layout of the fortress. There seems to be a crevice inside the wall that we can break apart. But if we break it apart, we'll hit the alarms. Oh yeah, a frontal assault will never work. So, what do you think we should do next? I know the layout of the building. Just follow my lead and trust me. Please. I'm just asking for a chance. I know. Please, everyone gather your equipment. He met us back at the camp. Fred had our other commander, Commander Yen, Li Han Yen, she helped us get ready. She prepared me a magnificent battle suit that kind of made me look bulkier and more intimidating, which I enjoyed. She crafted Quinn a bow stronger than a samurai's. She upgraded Leah's equipment as well. Before we left, I had a talk with Leah, and I told her, just be careful. I will be there to protect you as much as I can and watch your back. Because I'm starting to love your sister. I told her. I'm starting to love your sister. So I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm okay. I appreciate the worry. And my sister loves you too. She just won't admit it right now. She gives me a hug. Hey, stop hugging my girlfriend. Oh, shut up. He said, I'm just joking. Go ahead. Quinn and Leah both had prepared themselves. They loaded their equipment and tied their satin hair back into a bun. Leah put hers in a high pony. Leah's hair was as blonde as the sand, and her eyes were they weren't just blue, they were cerulean blue. A very interesting trait. And we geared up and we headed to Citadel Devil's Brain. Blackthorn had recently escaped, and it was our job to hunt him down again. Escaped? Yes. He was set free because he didn't have information. Alright, let's do this. We loaded our weapons and headed to the Citadel at once, at great haste. We went to the Citadel. Dozens of armed guards lined the castle's perimeter, and we gathered all our energy and we prepared together. I loaded my firearm, so did Quinn, Leah, and Quinn with her bow, Leah with her guns, and Gregory with a bow staff and a firearm as well, and my brother with his weaponry. Also, Greg had a thing of silver arrows that he can shoot. Dipped in a dipped in a para like paralyzing goo that would stop you from moving for a little bit. He he's like, I also come prepared. Help us complete this mission, and I'll make sure that you get to stay with our group. Alrighty, I'll do that. Let's do this. We nodded at each other with mutual respect. The citadel was massive. We took charge. We all took our time making sure the henchmen were distracted before taking them down. And suddenly, Blackthorn had emerged again. He cackled ferociously, saying that we were out of time and we could not stop what's coming. We all battled more minions. Punches and kicks were landed, and firearms were discharged and arrows fired. And we had battled once more into the fray and had fought against many an enemy. This was the greatest enemy we were facing yet. We have to get to the control room here. There's a control room? Of course there's a control room. It may be an evil dungeon, but we're not animals. We still have electricity and computers. We have to get to the control room now. Leah and Quinn had dealt with Blackthorn as me and Greg headed for the control room as Dylan walked by. Dylan knocked out a few guards, and then Blackthorn had said, My. They send a girl to kill me. She's like, not just any girl. I am someone strong and powerful, and you are going to die by my hand, evil one. Let's just see what you got. Leah kicked him in the kneecap, took out his legs, and pressure point kicked him in the back of the knee. Quinn had done the same, and they both, after a brief fight, he was about to attack Leah, but Quinn shot him with a silver arrow embedded in his head. And she said, now mess with me. Leah said, you saved me, big sister. Of course, you're my family. I love you more than anything. She helped Leah up. And she's all like, when we survive this war, yes. What do you mean? He's like, when we survive this war, yes, little sister. You really need to marry Tyler. One step at a time, Leah. She chuckled. I know. First we have to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Can you two argue about this later? We got more fighting to do. Oh yeah, Dylan had shouted, and they took down more guards. I went to the control room and searched for anything that could help me. Then suddenly, a flashback emerged. Greg looked at me. Are you okay? Hello? Tyler, are you there? And I was stuck in my own flashback. I woke up. He goes, Tyler, I found it. Let's go. My flashback was of me and my mother. I can't remember what she was saying, but she said, she looked at me and hugged me and simply said, "I love you," and set me back down to sleep. And suddenly, Morris had said, "Are they ready yet?" "No, they're not ready yet, you bastard." "Sylvia, I didn't expect such things from you. I didn't want my son involved in this, or Dylan. You know Mikhail cannot save you now. How dare you mention my husband? He cannot save you. And neither could your father, Dr. Stanley. I learned everything I learned from that man. Please just leave Tyler out of this. Please. I'm sorry, Sylvia. But he shall know the same fate as many others who crossed me. Please, 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 don't take him away. Please." The guards restrained her, and Schroeder told her to shut her mouth. That's when Dylan and I were probably loaded up on the plane and sent here. We had gotten our belongings and went back. "Quinn, Leah, you girls want to do the honors?" They both said, "Gladly." They lit their arrows with a wick, shot them, and lit his citadel on fire. And Lawrence Hahn said, "You shall pay dearly for this." "No matter, I have 5 more that you will never penetrate." "Shows how much you know," I shouted back at him. "You coward. You only fight when you know you can win, but you won't fight someone like me." I shouted at him, "This war is far from over. And you, along with our master, shall perish." "Are you certain of that?" "Why, yes, I am. This isn't just a battle for the village. This is a battle for us to find out the truth about who we are. This is a declaration of war. Prepare yourself. I will make sure you die by my hands." He laughed and said, "Have at it then. Underestimating me will be your final mistake in this life." Morris had shown up and said, "You're somewhat close to ready now." I said, "Why did you take me from Why did you take me from Sylvia Michaels?" You remembered. Of course I remembered. "And I'll find your location, and I'll kill General Schroeder, and put an end to all of this. That is, if you can kill me. I'll do whatever I must. If this is to be our final battle against each other, then you will not live through this." Dear boy, you can't kill the darkness in me. We're all already dead. I gasped, and we went back to the village. The thoughts of what he said played over and over again in my head as I swiftly and gently fell asleep next to Quinn. End of chapter 6. Oh boy, guys, that was sure a great episode, and I'll see you next Wednesday night for chapter 7, entitled Discovery of Self. No, wait, no. Discovery and Desire. That will be next Wednesday. This is Ty the Movie Guy signing off.